Hello everybody, it's Rabid here, and who else would it be on Unbreakable Gamers? I thought I'd do something again with No Man's Sky. Today I'm going to do some tips and some tricks, as well as a couple of mods that will hopefully improve your No Man's Sky experience. No guarantees, user's mileage may vary. I'm going to start with something basic. That's the speed boost. Normally that's how fast you sprint. I have all the sprint mods maxed out on my exosuit. If you look at my menus here, this is basically the game when you have everything that you can get. Only thing now is getting bigger ships for me. But yeah, if you want a speed boost, it's even better once you do have all the jetpack mods in place, so you get a longer burst time. But yeah, if you do the melee attack, so you melee there, and then when it goes in the animation, you hit your jetpack, and you will get a massive speed boost. Especially if you're sprinting to start with, melee, jump, and there you go. Now I'm tearing across the landscape much faster than if I was walking or sprinting. Depending on your timing and such, will depend on the speed increase you get. But I find that sometimes I can go really quick and get a good boost in the speed. While we're here getting toxified to death by the planet's environment, I also noticed some sort of method to the inventory system. Now, I've noticed if you connect matching modules, like the life support here, see how they're all blue? If you connect them all, they actually get more efficient. So my jetpack here, for example, because I have the 3 jetpacks there, I tend to get a little bit more jetpack time than I would if I, for say, had them spread out all like here, here, and here. So yeah, sorry about the Atlas passes, doesn't matter where they are. But yeah, same for your ship. If you see, I have all my shields lined up, all my boosters and warp reactors, weapons, and you'll see if they're in the right place because the colour will change. So yeah, you know, you put 2 mining beams or phase beams next to each other, and it'll go green. And the same for the multi-tool. If you'll see, because I've got like-minded things, you know, the grenades here, they're all matched up. So yeah, something to keep in mind if you want to get the most out of your resource usage. Yeah, you know, if you have the shield bonus, then you're not going to be recharging your shields all that much. But yeah, sadly, I've got all the mods now. The only thing I've got is these environment mods. So as I go to a planet, I make them up and then get rid of them once I'm done on that planet. At the moment, my shield's strong enough that I don't really got to worry about that. Anyway, onto the mods, they say. As you can see, and probably in my last video, I'm at an outpost at the moment, and it's pretty devoid. This is what the main game's like. You'll usually get 1 or 2 ships fly in and land. Well, actually, before I jump to that, we'll actually go into the flight mod. There's a mod that's been out for a while now. If you saw my last video, I didn't have any mods installed, and there's a sort of like this floaty hover thing. You get about to this height and your ship sort of bounces back up. There's no way to crash into terrain. Now with this mod though, I can actually crash into things. You see, take a bit of shield damage. You know, there's caves down there. I can actually fly into the caves. I can go underwater. The ship feels like I'm actually flying a ship now. There's no more bouncing off the surface. I mean, you couldn't get down into canyons and gaps like this in the game's default settings, but now I can tear along. By the way, if this gets a bit stuttery, shadowplay is a bit hit and miss with this game for me. Sometimes it records well, sometimes it goes like absolute shit, so wish me luck. But yeah, so if you're seeing any problems with the game when I upload this video, that is shadowplay being a dick. My frame rates are perfect at the moment, no stutter, it's all nice and smooth, and hopefully the video will convey that. So yeah, as you can see, much greater control of the ship. I will put the link to these mods into the comment section, but you can find them on places like Nexus Mods, or getting on Google and just Googling No Man's Sky mods, and then, you know, No Man's Sky mods increase ships, or let ships crash mod or something, I don't know. But it's not hard to find them. If I can find them, anybody can, but yeah, you must become much more careful now when you fly. Now, the next mod I have, if you saw my last video, and what I was saying at that outpost there, in my last video I commented on about how when the game was advertised, you saw these huge fleets of ships, yet the experience in game has been you don't get more than 4 or 5 of those when you're out in space. Just give me a moment and we will head to the great outdoors. Or the great unknown. And here we go. Now here we go. Couldn't have asked for better. This is what I get now with this mod that increases ships. It essentially can quadruple the ships. They set up to 15 ships, but I swear I have seen more and bigger fleets. But as you can see, instead of 4 or 5 ships, I have, like, what's that, 5 behind asteroids. But I'm going to say there's at least 10 ships there. Probably closer to 13, 14. And yeah, it doesn't seem like a massive change, but it gives the game a bit more of that ambience. You'll also see more smaller ships flying around. It also increases the amount of pirates you encounter. It increases the pirate rate, but I've also been encountering these fleets that are like double the size of this one, not just in the number of ships present, but also the size of the ships. I have come across some real behemoths since installing this mod. Not only that, like I could be flying through a fleet like this, and I'll get a pirate alert, and pirates will attack, and then, oh, is that pirates? Speak of the devil? No, that's another fleet, but as you can see now, there's a bigger fleet of smaller ships. We normally used to get like 4 or 5. You've got this, small fleet of about 20 ships. And I've had battles with pirates, where it pops up that I've got to clear out the pirates, and I've had something like 60 pirates to fight, compared to the normal 1 to 5 that I got with the default game. So, if you're finding the content of the game lacking, I definitely recommend getting this mod. You can still see those ships are there flying along. I'll go to a station, see if we can show you how much busier the stations get. Unfortunately, the outpost, I'd probably have to find a new outpost to sort of trigger the ships landing there. As I had just loaded the game, there wasn't a lot there, but the outposts where I had 2, 3 ships, I end up getting every landing bay at the outpost filled, which is like 8 docks. Not only that, there are actually ships that go into a holding pattern because they can't land, so they wait for a position to open up before they land. And they'll hang around. It brings the game much closer to the videos we saw where those huge fleets come in, which sort of brings back the question that I brought up in the last video, that the PC version has been nerfed to keep it in line with the console version. That if PlayStation can only render 4 or 5 ships perhaps, it might put the console in a bad light. If they released it on the game on here and it had the massive fleets as advertised, I do believe that the PC version, if you have the hardware, could do it. I mean, hell, I'm running a GTX 970, which is a card that came out in 2014, an i5 3570K, which I think came out in 2012, and I've got 32 gig of cheap RAM, and my computer has no problems running the game. Even now, all the assets have cleared up. I'll go in here, because usually going in here and saying hello to the local wildlife usually encourages ships to start landing. I've noticed whenever you go out, there's always a ship there. I'll go into a menu just in case. Please bear with me. I'm doing this for you. Hello, shop. Yes, you got nothing I need. I basically can just go to the centre of the universe if I want to do now, which I haven't done yet because I'm one of these people who likes walking around planets looking at freaky animals. But yes, we'll now see lots and lots of ships coming in. They're going to start coming in and out on a regular basis. You may even see every landing pad get filled up. It now happens because of this mod. The one thing I have noticed though, but this was a bug that was in the regular game, is you'll sometimes get duplicates. You might get a ship like this land, and then you'll get the same ship with the same alien flying it land at the same time. So once they really start coming in, you start getting doubles. Now, this sort of breaks immersion, but it's good in a way because, hey, if this guy here's got something I need, I can just go to the duplicate when it comes in because he'll have exactly the same inventory, so I can essentially buy double the stock. These first couple of ships, you won't get doubles, but the next wave that comes in, I reckon you'd start seeing some. But as you can see, things are now starting to get busy in here. And if I zoom out, you can see you can just sit here and watch more and more ships getting ready to come in. But yeah. 2, I think, mods that make a huge difference to the game and bring it closer to what the developers originally intended. I really think developers. I would really like to see the developers run with the PC version and open up the content that they plan on having that just seems to have been cut, because I do believe that this game, for its size, is capable of delivering what was shown in the videos. I mean, those videos were all rendered on a PC, not a console. You know, games are developed on PC. You know, first and foremost. Then they're ported over to console, and then they're ported back. You know, you don't just jump on a console and start making a game for it. It's all got to begin on a computer. So yeah, links will be in the description for these two mods. I hope the tips are very handy as I come across any more. Oh wait, here we go. Finally, maybe some pirates. We'll get a pirate fight going, because I didn't do that in the last video because the pirates glitched out. But they're going to come and get us. So I'll hang around and kill these fuckers. Oops, sorry YouTube, these suckers. There we go. But yeah. Normally in the game, I probably would have got like 3 or 4 of these pirates, but I've got about 6 of them now. It's funny, it tells me I've got 1 ship attack, attacking ship remaining. But I've actually got more than that. But yeah, it actually goes from being a mundane game to bloody epic when you've got like about 60 of these goddamn things at once around a big fleet of ships that if you hit will start firing on you with their turrets too. It makes a huge difference to how fun this game was. What I would like to see though is a mod that increases the wildlife on planets and sorts of variety. I mean, I see some more sort of similar animals than rare ones, even though they're out there. But yeah, you can see another fleet's jumped in, and look at that, there's just way more ships than the default game has. So yeah, if your computer's up to it, now I've got to say that my computer's handling it fairly well, but if you have a lower sort of system than the bits that I've described, a mod like this that'll increase your poly count big time. I'd recommend definitely having like a 4GB 900 series NVIDIA card if you're going to give it a go, but hey, you don't know until you try. Anyway, this is Rabid. I'm going to dock my ship and then I'm going to go, and yeah, thanks for watching. I do hope this has been some help, and stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you some more handy and helpful hints on games like No Man's Sky that will improve your experience. Thank you very much, and have a good day, night, wherever you are. See ya.